Ethan always took the same route home, a shortcut through quiet, dimly lit streets. He liked the solitude. It gave him time to think. But tonight, something was off. The streetlights flickered, humming louder than usual. The night air felt heavier, like it was pressing down on his shoulders. He pulled his jacket tighter around him and kept walking. Then he heard it. A second pair of footsteps. They weren't just behind him. They were in sync with his own. He stopped. The steps stopped. Slowly, he turned around, scanning the empty street. Nothing. Just rows of silent houses, their windows dark. Swallowing his unease, he took another step forward. The other steps followed. Ethan quickened his pace, his breath coming faster. Maybe someone was following him. Maybe it was his imagination. Then he heard a whistle. Soft, drawn out, mocking. The sound sent a chill crawling up his spine. It mimicked the rhythm of his own breathing, as if someone was just inches behind him. He spun around, fists clenched. Nothing. No cars, no people. Just the wind rustling the trees. But the whistling continued. It wasn't coming from behind him anymore. It was coming from inside his own head. Ethan slammed his apartment door shut, locking it behind him. His hands trembled as he set down his keys. He was being paranoid. He had to be. Shaking his head, he moved toward the bathroom, turning on the sink. Cold water splashed against his face, grounding him. Then, as he lifted his head, his stomach dropped. His reflection blinked, a second too late. His breath hitched. He leaned in closer, studying his own face. Maybe he was just tired. Then his reflection did something that made his blood freeze. It smiled. Ethan hadn't moved. That night, Ethan lay in bed, staring at the ceiling. Every shadow in the room felt deeper. The silence stretched, heavy and unnatural. Then a whisper, faint, right beside his bed. "Let me in." His whole body locked up. His breath came shallow. He forced himself to turn his head. Nothing. But across the room, in the mirror on his closet door, his reflection was sitting up, staring at him, mouth open, whispering words Ethan couldn't hear. The next morning, Ethan avoided the mirror. He showered with the door open, dressed without looking up. But as he walked past the hallway mirror, something made him stop. His reflection wasn't following him. His real self had moved, but his mirror image had stayed behind. It stood completely still, staring at him. Then its lips parted, getting sloppy. Ethan staggered backward. He clenched his eyes shut, counted to 5, and opened them again. His reflection was normal, but his pulse wouldn't settle. Ethan spent the whole day trying to shake the feeling that he was being watched. Every time he turned a corner, every time he glanced out a window, he swore he saw movement. Not people, not his own shadow. Something else, a figure that flickered just beyond his vision. When he got home, he turned on every light in his apartment, but even then, the feeling didn't go away. Then he caught his own reflection in the black screen of his TV. And in the dark glass, his reflection wasn't alone. Night fell. The apartment felt smaller, the air heavier. Then a knock at the door. 3 slow, deliberate taps. Ethan stood frozen, staring at the door handle. His phone buzzed in his pocket, jolting him. A text from an unknown number. "Don't open it." A chill ran through his body. Another knock. His throat tightened. Then, from behind him, a whisper. From the mirror. "He's already inside." Ethan turned slowly, dreading what he might see. The mirror across the room shimmered as if the glass had turned to liquid, and his reflection. It was moving on its own. It pressed its hand against the inside of the glass, fingers pale and too long. "Let me out. Just switch places." Ethan's heart pounded. His own breath fogged up the mirror, but his reflection's breath didn't. It was grinning. Then a second voice whispered from behind him. "It's your turn now. Chapter 9, The Swap. Ethan panicked. He grabbed the nearest object, a heavy book, and smashed the mirror. Glass shattered everywhere. His reflection vanished. For a brief moment, he felt relief. But then he noticed something. A single shard still clung to the frame, and in that tiny piece of glass, his reflection was still there, still standing, still grinning. That wasn't very nice. Then, the lights went out. Chapter 10, The Hollow Man. Ethan woke up feeling different. His body felt lighter. The room looked sharper. He turned to look at his mirror. It was whole again. Perfect. And inside it stood himself, trapped behind the glass. He ran to it, banging on the surface, but the Ethan outside the mirror just smiled. "Your turn now." Then he turned away, picked up Ethan's phone, and walked toward the door. Ethan screamed, pounded, but no sound came out. No one could hear him. Because Ethan was just a reflection now, and the Hollow Man had taken his place. The end.